Taufiq Rahim, his director of Globesite, an emerging markets strategy firm, and he's here in the studio with us. Good to have you again on Al Jazeera, Taufiq. So there was a lot of opposition to this deal inside Iran as well as some parts of the international community. Even as recently, the Iranian deputy foreign minister was saying that he didn't trust the West to live up to its commitment. So should we be really applauding this moment now? Is this a turning point, do you think, in Iran's tensions with the West?
Well, it could be a turning point. Definitely, it's something much more than was happening in the last 5-6 years. At the end of the day, there were numerous face-to-face talks between U.S. officials and Iranian officials directly, not just the P5+1, but the talks in Oman. And that shows a level of progress that we hadn't seen before in previous years. In addition, while this is limited in terms of sanctions relief and Iranian commitments are not to roll back but really to freeze their current position, it provides the groundwork and perhaps lays the road for a future, more comprehensive deal.
Right, but President Obama, as you know, is having to fight a bill introduced in the U.S. Senate that would impose more sanctions on Iran. If more sanctions are imposed, do you think Iran will walk away from this deal, or they simply have no choice now because they want these sanctions to be lifted?
Well, definitely the Supreme Leader has taken the strategic choice that compromise and an agreement is a better outcome for Iran right now at this moment, especially to shore up his own domestic support. But at the end of the day, Congress, and of course that relates to the Israel lobby in Washington, D.C., certain Gulf countries are all opposed to this deal, and they're going to do everything they can to try and sabotage it. But at the end of the day, this is progress. I mean, we have a region where violence is too endemic, day in, day out. We have a conflict in Syria in which there is no end in sight, where almost 40% of the country's inhabitants are either displaced or refugees. Here is some light at the end of the tunnel in this region where we have a proxy Cold War being played out between parts of the Gulf and Iran.
So but there are many countries in the region
for sure
that are very much concerned about Iran being brought back in from the cold with this deal and also now this invitation to attend the Syria Peace Conference.
They're completely concerned. They're afraid their interests are at stake. Look what's happening today. They're trying to threaten the entire Geneva outcome. They want to sabotage the entire interest of the Syrian people and peace in Syria for what? For some limited interests and negotiations and jockeying for power? At the end of the day, Iran is here. It's here to stay. The Gulf is here. It's here to stay. These are two economies, two powers, people with histories. They have to talk. They have to come to an agreement. And everybody else who's opposed to that, they're cheerleading for war. And that's the truth.
Okay, Taufiq, very good to hear your thoughts.